I welcome you all to this next session on engineering graphics. Today we are going to learn Introduction to Engineering Curves. Before I introduce you to the engineering curves, let me ask you one question. Have you ever thought, why do we study engineering curves? Again, before I answer this question, let me ask you a few questions. Like, let us say all of you know the game of cricket or golf. So whenever a player hits cricket ball with his bat, then how the ball travels in air? Have you ever thought how it travels in air? If not, then let us see this small video clip.
That's huge. That is a biggie. It's a... This is in the air again. There's long.
Well, you might have observed that ball travels in some certain specific path in air. So what that path is? That path is nothing but parabolic path. Okay, let us take another example. A player hitting the golf ball. Now whenever a ball is hit by a player, by a golfer, then how it travels in air? Have you ever thought? Then from this video clip, you will understand that a ball once hit by a golfer always travels in air in a parabolic path.
Pretty good line. Really good line.
He's taking it across the corner, and that's blind from us from here, so I can't tell where this one comes down.
Let us take example of a missile being fired. So whenever a missile is fired, then how it travels in air? For that, let us see this small video clip. Have you ever got a question in your mind, how can we predict either the occurrence of solar eclipse or lunar eclipse so precisely? How can it happen? How scientists can predict the occurrence of solar eclipse or lunar eclipse to such a precision that they can even predict that it will start at this particular hour, minutes and seconds. It is possible because we can predict the motion of all these planets in our universe. And you know, all these planets, they travel around the sun. Like if we take example of Earth traveling around sun, then it always travels in an elliptical fashion. Even if you take moon traveling around the Earth, then it also rotates in the form of an elliptical curve. We can always predict exact time of solar eclipse or lunar eclipse because we know the exact locations of all these planets, and the knowing of these exact locations of these planets is possible because we know how they travel. If we know the equation of motion of a particular planet, then we can come to know the exact location of a particular planet at a particular time, and it is possible because we know they travel in elliptical fashion. So from all these examples, we understand that curves always represent laws of nature on the paper. Okay. Now there are various types of engineering curves, but the ones which are very important are ellipse, then parabola, hyperbola, then cycloid, involute and helix. Okay. So as far as ellipse is concerned, elliptical curve has number of applications. Some of the applications of elliptical curves are arches of bridges. You might have seen bridges. Bridges have arches. The arches of bridges are in the form of elliptical curve. Even in practice, sometimes we use elliptical gears. So elliptical gears have a shape in the form of ellipse. In process industries, there are some tanks, and tanks have their ends in the shape of ellipse. And just we discussed the motion of the earth around the sun or motion of the moon around the earth. They are always in the form of elliptical curves. As far as parabolic curves are concerned or parabola are concerned, parabola also has application in arches of bridges. Sometimes arches of bridges are in the shape of parabola. So light reflectors also have a shape in the form of parabola. Also sound reflectors and sound detectors. Whenever sound is to be reflected properly and whenever it is to be detected properly, then also those reflectors and detectors are in the shape of parabola. And the examples which we just have seen, the projected missile always travels in a parabolic path. Even a free fall under gravity, if any object is thrown upwards in air, and then under gravity it always takes a path of parabola. Now applications of hyperbola are, you can take example of a cooling tower which is used in sugar industry. Then there also the cooling tower also has a shape of hyperbolic curve. Even we take Boyle's law PV equal to C is always in the shape of hyperbolic curve. Sometimes water tanks, ends of the water tanks are also in the shape of hyperbola. The next curve is involute. Involute finds numerous applications in gears. Gears are mechanical elements which are used to transmit motion and power. All of you know gears, everyone knows how gears transmit motion and power by mutual engagement with each other. So the involute, the profile of the gear teeth is always in the shape of involute. Okay, so involute has this application that it is used in gears. Cycloid is a curve which also finds application in gears. The profile of sometimes gears is made of cycloid, but involute is very popularly used profile because of its some advantages over the cycloidal gears. From all these examples, we understand that engineering curves has numerous applications, and that's why we have to study engineering curves. So in the subsequent sections, we'll see how to draw all these curves like ellipse, hyperbola, parabola and so on, how to draw them by using graphical methods. That will be our next sessions of this particular engineering curves. Thank you very much for your patient viewing.